Yeah. Hey guys, we're back. I was a short break, but you know what? This all gets uploaded to YouTube, so realistically, there are no breaks for you guys, so it didn't even matter. But we have to talk about something that I just saw on my timeline before we talk about gay lingo. So a couple like weeks ago, like a leak happened in which like Lady Gaga's song like came out, and it was called "Stupid Love." Well, now it's officially coming out Friday at midnight. So I say that to say this: next week Tuesday noon, we'll be discussing Lady Gaga's new song because I thoroughly enjoy Lady Gaga, but I enjoyed old Lady Gaga a little bit more than current one. But I'm at peace with her. I love her. She's a huge fan.
I mean, I love Lady Gaga. I love the A Star Is Born era. I know that's not an official Lady Gaga era.
It is,
but like I loved it. I think I listen to those songs all the time. You know, I'm excited. I'll never not be excited when Lady Gaga drops a new album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shaking in my little monster boots about this release.
Mm-hmm.
One, because it kind of took so long. I never listened to the leak, so it's not that I've just gotten bored with it. It's just the like I don't know, like it's been so long since she released music. She's been teasing it for a while, you know.
So who's someone that you want to like release music soon?
Rihanna, definitely, but that's not gonna happen.
No,
and I'm also at peace with like.
Yeah, at this point, she's moved past music, which is very like no one talks about the fact that like she doesn't need music anymore.
I mean, I want Dua Lipa to just put like if the album's ready, girl, give it to me. Like I want it now. Like
true.
I want it now.
So far, I've enjoyed every song. All 2 songs of the album that's been out.
No, Future Nostalgia is a third, but that's my least favorite.
Oh, well, maybe I'm not a big fan. So, but I thoroughly have enjoyed like the whole. I like the shift in like people going back to 80s and disco.
Oh, I love
a nice 80s disco, as we all heard.
Lights
like
out, follow the noise. We don't have the rights to these songs
anymore,
but I don't care.
But hold on. But yeah, I feel like I could go for Dua Lipa comeback. I feel like Selena could stay back in her house. Let's give
Selena
her
that. I liked the song Rare, but like
interesting.
I liked the song Rare. But I never like on a I listened to the album twice and I just didn't really love any of the other songs. Like they were just kind of like bland.
That's how I encapsulate her whole career. It's just 1 or 2 okay moments, but the rest is just bland.
I liked Revival. Like Revival was good.
Oh, I know. I don't know.
And then Bad Liar. I know she got lupus right after, so like she couldn't really like do that era fully. But Bad Liar is a bop.
I just never like. I feel like the only reason people like Selena Gomez is because her songs get played so often in the top 40 hits that like you just get Pavloved into like, oh my god, I like her.
Yeah,
but in reality,
don't let anyone convince you that Yummy is good. I am being
absolutely not.
I am being brainwashed because it gets played so much.
No.
But like, please, we must stay strong, people.
TikTok
Yummy
stop
sucks.
with the dances. It's not a good song. It just 1 or 2 words, and him in general is just a trash person. I don't like him. Never have liked.
What's worse about the Justin Bieber Yummy is if he had just like admitted like he was making like that kind of songs, then maybe I wouldn't even be mad at Yummy. But it's the fact that he like came out with a 10,000 Hours, and which is so good. Like I hate Justin Bieber, like his persona that he is now.
Mm-hmm.
But like that song is a bop. Like I love that. It's so good. And then he's like,
heard of it.
Oh my god, you have
if
to.
I saw her walking down the street, I wouldn't even know.
Then he's like, ever since marrying Haley, you know, I've just become a man now. Like I found God. Like my music is really changed. Like it's all about love and just like respect and like
goodbye.
My music's changed. And like based on 10,000 Hours, you could be like, okay, like all right, Justin, like let's see what you come out with. Then he drops Yummy, and it's the dumbest frat boy. Like, girl, you got that Yummy? Like, go home.
I just don't understand why people like him so much. Like I generally don't get it. His music isn't that good. His in general is just not a good person. Like
it's just the fact that it got
his
so
mustache
popular
bothers me. I just don't like any part of him at all, or his family at all. I don't like any of it.
Why can Yummy like get popular, but then like Dua Lipa? I mean, she is Don't Start Now is currently 5 on the Billboard charts. Let's get it to number 1, people.
However, comma, Physical has been out for a couple weeks and only has 30 million views, which is not a lot considering
Yeah,
who she is.
Physical should have been an instant number one.
Absolutely. It's so good. Really so good. And but also she hasn't been promoting it that well.
No, well, I think what she's doing, I think she's trying to get, because like Don't Start Now has been like, it's kind of a delayed popularity. So she's trying to
Yeah.
get, and that's like a lot of the business, a lot of these stars are just trying to get that number one,
Mhm.
which I don't fault Lizzo. I think it's great that she did it, but she did the same thing. Like
With Truth Hurts and everything. Yeah.
yeah, Good as Hell, which almost went number one. Truth Hurts went number one for a while.
Can you imagine like working so hard, you make a song, it doesn't do so well, and then 3 years later, like people give you props for that. Like I feel like you get so much like happiness from that. Like I feel so proud of myself if I ever like
Yeah, I
did
mean,
that.
people were like, Lizzo, like you're promoting your old stuff, like promote your new stuff, and it's like
doesn't matter.
it's her either way. She's
Yeah.
like, thank God, like give it something, you know.
What are your thoughts on people lip syncing? Because I feel as though the same way with like delayed responses, it's like, okay, maybe it's not them singing it now, but it was them singing it at some point. So I'm like Mariah Carey, I like her, and like she lip syncs constantly, but at the end of the day, at some point in her life, she sang that song, and I think that's pretty amazing.
I mean, to be a popular singer, you don't necessarily have to be a good singer. To be
No.
a star, you need to have presence, you need to have like energy. Like a lot of people have great voices, great like trained voices,
Mhm.
but they just don't have the
Star
charisma,
quality,
uniqueness,
yeah.
nerve, and talent to be a star.
True.
So if they can sing, great. And like a lot of these, and they'll be led. Beyonce last night at Kobe Bryant's memorial
Yes.
service, Halo
Amazing.
and
Huge
EXO, brilliant.
Huge fan.
Whitney, you know, all these great singers. Like that's great. But then also like you don't need to be a fantastic singer. So I'm trying to think of an example.
Selena
Gomez. But like she like
no. I'm
trying to think of
let's not try to defend that one.
No,
Chief.
I'm not defending it, but I'm trying to think of someone who's a little more popular than Selena who can't sing.
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, yeah, Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah.
perfect. She doesn't have like the best voice, but she's got so much talent.
True.
Like the dancing. Oh
That's
God,
it.
I wish we had more time because I could go on about the halftime show for hours. I know it was like a month ago at this point.
I think Shakira could have carried the whole show by herself.
I agree.
I don't think J Lo was really needed, and quite frank, and I will hold a grudge because people were trash talking Shakira, and in my household, like Dominicans, Hispanics, we love Shakira. She is the Beyonce of like most international countries. So I just don't understand what people.
Shakira did technically finish. They finished on Waka Waka. So like
No, she didn't. She did her. J-Lo did a little like dance thingy.
Yeah, but like the last song was Waka Waka, and then both
True.
of them sang "Let's Get Loud," which was a J-Lo cover anyway. Like she
True.
wasn't even her original song. So like I think Shakira got her props. I won't take because people were slandering Shakira.
Yeah, no, and I don't accept that. No.
But I don't think, even though I think Shakira could have carried the show, I think that was actually good because why stretch a pop girl thin when we can have like Shakira and J-Lo were both so good. They both performed like just the right amount of songs that there were really no low points in either of their performances. You know, in our quick attention span world, there was no point to get bored. It was just like pure sex and love and power and good vibes. I wouldn't mind if they made that the staple to kind of always make two women. It has to be women, no more men.
No,
but make two women share the stage.
I wouldn't be opposed to that in a sense.
And it depends on the person. Like obviously,
like I personally think Pussycat Dolls should do to halftime show.
They couldn't. I don't think they would need a second act.
No, in general. Like I'm not saying by themselves, but in general, Pussycat Dolls should do the halftime show because straight people love. Like straight guys love the Pussycat Dolls.
Pussycat Dolls and the Spice Girls reunion, like make it a girl group themed halftime show. I'd say Little Mix, but like they're not popular enough.
True, no, not enough for American.
No. But the Spice Girls are, and like they've had they had the Who on like when we were younger.
They did.
At that point, they were kind of an old band.
I feel like there's a lot of potential here, and quite frankly, I just feel like Pussycat Dolls, they've come back, and I need them to be super.
Taylor Swift needs a halftime show.
I don't think she's really much for NFL. Unpopular opinion, but NFL, football. I just don't feel like that's who their target audience is for. But who am I to say? And that's on gay rights.
On that.
But I'll
Period.
see you all next week. Next week's episode is gonna be right after me taking my teaching exam. So let's see if it's gonna be a good one, everybody. My name's Corey. That's Brian.
I'm Brian.
He took too long to answer, but we're back and better, baby. We'll see you next week.
Cheers, Mazel.
Top.